Tantalizing is how I would describe now the Yankees. Winning 3 in a row, winning 7-1 yesterday, getting 2 good, solid pitching performances back-to-back now, putting up 7 runs last night. And, it's tantalizing. I mean, I'm still...
can they get to 4.5, 3, 2, whatever it is?
And with Headley getting the home run last night and Castro getting a home run last night, guys are starting to wake up a little bit. And now all of a sudden, you still have the Blue Jays and the Red Sox in front of you behind the Orioles, but it's... I don't know how to put it other than tantalizing. They're hanging around. It's and a lot of Yankee fans and guys you and I know, especially you and guys walking around this building here, they've already committed to, I want to trade. I want Kyle Schwarber. I want this guy. I want that guy. I want this. And the Yankees are actually, I think they're in a good spot, and they're in a good spot for this reason. The longer this goes on, the more unlikely they are to sell. But the longer they hold on to their trading chips, the more value they will become worth as we get closer to the trading deadline, if, in fact, they do decide to trade. And that's why I do think the Nationals and the Cubs are going to be knocking on the door, and it's going to be I think it's going to be like one of those auctions that you go to a charity deal. Hey, come play a Trump National, you and 3 of your buddies, and guys want to play there, and the next thing you know, it's up to like $5,000.
Sure.
So I think that's what's going to happen.
The longer they stay relevant, the longer they're in it. So they're not trading from a position of desperation. The more the pick is worth, the more the player's worth.
The desperation is going to be the Nationals and the Cubs because it's an arms race. Let's face it. Maybe even the Giants, for that matter, when you think about it.
I know they've been. I was reading the stories late last night and this morning how there's been a Cub or a National scout at every Yankee game for the last 3 weeks.
I'm telling you,
especially the Cubs apparently. Miller's the guy, if you buy the story, that Miller's the guy they really want, as opposed to Chapman. They
don't need Chapman because you saw their closer's pretty good, and that what they need is a guy, a lefty, that's either a setup guy or a guy that can get tough lefties out in the 9th inning.
Yep. So they apparently know what Miller has for breakfast every day. They're so close. And Chapman, obviously, who wouldn't want Chapman? 19 saves, 40 strikeouts, only 8 walks in his appearances this year. But listen, we always talk on this show about relevancy. And the Yankees, buy, sell, buy. Forget about all that. Can they maintain relevancy? A, for the wild card.
Well, they have.
And then B, for the division.
But if they can win these next 2 games,
if they can, and this is where it's at. They did this. What they had to do. Now you got 2 more. If they can somehow, some way, pull off the unimaginable sweep, and it's on the table, of the Baltimore Orioles, and you are sitting there 4.5 games out, they will have won 5 in a row at that point. They will also be, for a team that started off 1-2, and this little 10-game thing, right, Boom?
Right.
They will be 5-2 in the first 7, and absolutely full of confidence and the belief that they can get closer.